Hello everyone, it's me, ZZ. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and today is an exciting day for me. As a designer, you know that Steam Workshop has been on my mind for a very long time, and guess what? It's here. So now it's time to start uploading mods, and you as a designer can do that. I'm going to show you how. Now before we get started, there's a couple things you need to know before you get to this step. You need to know how to save a template in the game. If you have not created anything and have not saved a template, you're going to want to make sure that you do. If you need to know how to do that, I do have a video here to create templates, so make sure that you check out my list and watch that video. The other thing is, if you're going to do textures for your walls or floors, you're going to need to be able to create your textures, which are going to be images, a PNG file that is 512 by 512 pixels. If you do not know how to create those or where to find some of your own, you're going to need to have that resource. So be sure you have that information before getting to this step, otherwise you cannot complete this step. Okay, so with that information, let's get started. Now, in the description of this video, I'm going to have a link. It's going to be called the Run link. And what you're going to do is on Windows, you're going to see your Start menu button down in the left-hand corner of your screen. You're going to right-click that Start button. When you right-click that Start button, it's going to bring up this list. In this list, you're going to click Run. After you click Run, the Run link that is in my description, you're going to paste in that box to open. Now, I already have it there. Once you put it in there, you're going to click OK. And it opens you up to the Hotel Magnate folder. Now, before you go any further, be sure that you are in the Hotel Magnate folder. First of all, always make sure that you're in Hotel Magnate, because if you do this in a different game, it's going to screw everything up. And also, you're going to want to pin some of these folders because you're going to access them quite a bit. But first, let's go over the folders that are there, because you may not have all of these yet. At a minimum, when you open this, you should see right now Save Games, Unity, and your 2 player text files. So you have Player and Player Prev. Those should all be there already. You may have a Saved Groups folder already if you've saved templates. If you've gotten that far, you should see that there as well. You may see a Local Mods folder and an Upload Mods folder. But if you don't, you're going to create those as you see them on my screen. Local Mods and Upload Mods. Create those folders. And before you move past this point, I suggest you watch the rest of the video before following along and creating, because it will make a lot more sense if you watch it than do it. I also suggest that you only do one mod at a time. If you do multiple mods and there happens to be a problem with one of the mods for some reason and it doesn't alert you, you're going to have to figure out what's wrong, first of all, and in which mod. So I highly suggest that you only upload one mod at a time so that you can always isolate the problem easily, quickly, and efficiently without too much frustration. If you have to go through several mods to figure out what's going on, that could be kind of time consuming and very frustrating. Okay, so we're here. We have our local mods and our upload mods. Now, the Local Mods folder is a place where you can test your mod. So first, we're going to go into the Upload Mods folder. Yours is going to be empty. Mine has a bunch of folders in it, as you can see, but these are all the mods that I've already created. I'm going to show you a mod for an item, and then I'm going to show you a mod for textures. Now, when you create a mod, you can put multiple items in one mod so that you have a grouping of items like you've seen me do with a lot of my plants. I'll have maybe 5 or 6 different plants that you can get in one mod, and I'll show you that too. Okay, so in here, you've got nothing. You're going to create folders in here that are going to be the items that you're creating. So basically, for each item or each texture, you're creating a mod pack. And that's what this folder is going to be. This is going to be each mod pack. Okay, so let's say we just created this folder, amenity shelves. On Steam, you see that I have a couple of shelves that people can subscribe to and place in their bathrooms that has a few amenities on it, like towels and shampoo and that kind of thing. So I have this folder. So I named it amenities shelves. Now in all of your mod packs, you're going to have the next 4 folders when we open this. Excuse me, I went into the wrong one. Okay. Every mod pack will have these 4 folders. So you're going to see them here. You have details, ground textures, templates, and wall textures. So in your first mod pack, make sure that you create these folders. When you go into each of these folders, they're for specific things. In these folders here, we're going to do an item, so we only need the templates folder. We're going to go into that folder, and as you can see, I've got 2 templates here. I've copied them from my saved groups folder. So you'll find your template in the saved groups folder, and then you're going to copy that and paste it here in your templates folder. Once you've got your items here, you can do 1 or you can do 5. So we're good there. So we're going to go back to the main folder, and we don't have any ground textures here or wall textures, so we don't need those. We're not going to go into those. We do need them, but we're not going to go into them. We're going to go into details though. Every mod pack that you make, whether it's an item or textures, you have to go into this details folder, because this is where all the details go to help the mod work in Steam. Steam's going to read this pack, and it has to read it a certain way in order to pull all this information in. So the first thing you see in this folder is a PNG file. It is an image, and it is my thumbnail that I created. So I create thumbnails for my Steam Workshop mods. So as you can see, this is the thumbnail that I created. This is the PNG file in there. All I did was create that and place it in here. You're going to want that for all of your mods, otherwise an image will not show in Steam as to what is in your mod. So make sure you always have that PNG file in here. Again, we did not do textures, so we don't need those 2, but every mod you upload must have a workshop edit. In every workshop text file, you're going to see this information. Version equals 1. That must always stay the same. Title equals, and then you're going to put your title. Tags equals, and then you're going to put your tags that are separated by commas. Now you get your tags by looking at the list that you can filter through on Steam for when you subscribe to mods. Those are all the current tags that we use, and those are all the ones that you should use so that your items get tagged properly. The next one is visibility equals. You're going to put public or private. If you put private, you're going to have to change it to public in Steam when you want it to be public to everybody. So keep that in mind. I always leave mine to public because I have things ready to go in and edit real fast, add images, and boom, it's done. So I don't have to worry about, waiting and then going back and making sure I made them all public and all that stuff. So once you get the flow of things, you'll be able to do the same. Description equals. And then you're going to describe what's in your mod. Now keep in mind there is a character limit. I don't know what that is, so just kind of keep them short and sweet. 2 different stocked shelves, both organized as seen in images, can be used in spa, bathroom, or anywhere you feel you need towels and things. So that's my description. Okay, so all of this is in order, and I want you to pay close attention to how this is laid out. Again, version equals 1 will be in every one of these. Your title equals, tags equals, visibility equals, and description equals. And as you can see, everything is scrunched together. There's no spaces between those words and the equal signs. Okay, once you've got all this information in here, you're going to close it. When you close it, it should ask you to save it. It didn't ask me to save it because I didn't change anything, but it will ask you to save at this point. You're going to save it. That is what's going to save your mod pack. That is like the final step to saving your mod pack. Once that's saved, then you know everything is saved and you're ready to go into game and upload. Okay, this one is called Amenity Shell. So now we're ready to go into the game and upload. So we're going to just kind of reduce this. We're going to bring up the game. And then we're going to load the game. Now, the more mods you make, the longer it will take for your game to load. You're going to see it slow down at 25%, and it will stay there for a while depending on how many mods you have. So if you've uploaded quite a bit, this is going to stay at 25% for a little while until it catches up with everything. So don't be alarmed. Wait it out. It will load eventually, and everything should be fine from there. So let's wait for that to load, and then once it loads, we'll get moving to show you how to upload the mod to Steam. Oh, yes, here it is, right here at the top. ZZ Spa, bathroom, amenities, shelves. So these files that are in the uploads folder list here, these are going to be in alphabetical order of the folder you created for your mod pack, not the title of your mod, right? And if you do them differently, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so there it is. When you find your mod, you're going to click it. It's going to say, are you sure you want to upload this pack? You're going to hit continue, and it will upload it to Steam. Now, it should upload quickly, and this should just disappear. Okay, so once you've got that uploaded, it'll go back to this menu for you. So you're just gonna back. I always exit out because I'm going to do another mod. Once I've exited out, I go up here to the top right of my screen, click my name, and go to view my profile. Down here on the right hand side is where it says workshop items, and I click that. This is where it'll bring all of my workshop items up. So it shows me everything that I've uploaded. Now, my amenity shelves, I think, is somewhere in here. Let's see, here we go. So there is the mod. So once you've got the mod uploaded, right, it's going to bring you to this screen, and the only image it's going to show is your thumbnail. So this top right will be in the center where you see my other pictures until you put more pictures in. So you go to scroll down a little bit, and you're going to add and edit images and videos. You're going to click that on the right hand side, and then here's where you can choose files and upload them. Make sure after you do, you're going to hit save and continue. It'll bring you back to this page. Here is where you can also edit the title and description if you made a mistake or you want to add more. I always add more information because it does let them know some things about mods and how it kind of affects your game and that kind of thing. So I always put those little notes in there, hit save, and go back to your item. So as you can see, here's the tags that we put on, and here's the information that we had in there, and all of that good stuff. Down here at the bottom right is where you can see how many people have subscribed, how many people have left a favorite, you know, that kind of stuff. So this is really where you control the mod. Now, if you have a collection, like I have collections, I have bathroom items, room amenities, wall and window decor, that kind of stuff, you can add it to a collection here as well. Now remember, if you made it private, you're going to want to go here and change the visibility. And then after that, that's it. That's all you need, and that's what makes your mod available on Steam. It may take just a few minutes for the system to check it and make sure that there's nothing weird or stuff that they don't allow, and then it'll be available to everybody. Now, if you can't find your mods that way, the other way to find mods is also to go to the Hotel Magnate page, go to Community Hub, and you're going to go to Workshop. Right here under Browse, you're going to hit Items. And then your mod should be showing somewhere here if you can't find it in your list. So then you just click your mod, and up here at the top it'll say your workshop, and that'll take you straight to your workshop so you can deal with all your mods. Okay, now that is how you upload a mod. Now we're going to go in and we're going to look at textures. Okay, The only difference between textures and templates is a little bit more information and images. So let's look for my Christmas wall textures. All right, Christmas wall textures were in that folder. We're in that mod pack, right? So as you can see, I have all the folders I need. And I didn't do any ground textures, so that folder is empty. But we did do some wall textures. Here is where those 512 by 512 pixel images that are PNG files are placed. I created them on Canva, and then I came and I placed them in here so that I can use them as wallpaper. Okay, so as you can see, they all have names. Each image has a name. So make sure that you have naming conventions or something of that nature. They cannot all be the same, obviously. So make them easy, something easy to type out or however you're going to do this. But name them something. And then go back into your mod pack, into details. Now this is where we're going to use the other text file. We're going to go into wall textures. Now as you can see, I have the list of all my file names listed out here. And then an equals and then a number. Now it's always going to be this way. You're going to have the name of your file equals 0. The next name equals 1, and so on. You must start the sequence with 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That tells Steam how to bring this into the mod. Okay, so it's reading that information. If this is not done correctly, your mod will not work. Now, the only difference between doing ground textures and wall textures is the same information is going to be put in a ground texture file instead of a wall texture file. So we're going to go look at a ground texture real quick so I can show you that. Here's holiday flooring. I don't have anything in the wall textures, but I do in the ground textures. So I have my PNG files. Whoops. Go into the details, and my ground textures are listed out. Cocoa equals 0, green twig equals 1, etc., etc., and they must be in sequential order. If you do not have it type out like this, it will not upload your mod. If you're doing ground and floor textures that are the same, it's very easy. You're just going to put the information in one and then copy it to the next. So very simple. And then in Workshop, again, you always have to go in Workshop, right? Because this is where your title goes and everything. So then I put my title, etc. And then when you close this, it'll ask you to save, and you're going to save, and then you'll go into the game and upload your mod, and it should be there just like everything else. Okay. That is how you upload a mod. I'm going to go through this step by step really quick so that you can see how it's done, right? Without all the stops. Okay, here we go. Ready? Let me get ready. Let me get ready. Okay, bottom left, right click, click run. Paste the run link out of my description. Hit OK. It'll bring you to the Hotel Magnate folder. You're going to make sure that you see all of the folders that you see here. When you want to upload a mod, you're going to go in here. You're going to create the folder that is the name of your mod pack. In every mod pack, you will see these 4 folders: details, ground textures, templates, wall textures. Templates is where your items go if you're going to upload an item. Ground textures is where your pictures go for your ground textures, and wall textures is where your pictures go for your wall textures. When you go into details, this is where you would list out the ground textures or list out the wall textures, and then every mod pack has to have information put in on the workshop text file. In this folder, you also need a PNG that is the thumbnail for your mod in Steam, and it will show you what is going to be in that mod. Once you've done that and you've already saved your workshop text file, you're going to go into the game, look for your mod in the mod list, and upload to Steam. Then you're going to go into Steam, and you're going to edit your mod, edit your title, your description, anything else you want to add images, and make sure that you save after each step and add to a collection if you're going to add it to a collection, and always check your visibility and make sure that it's public. And that's it. Okay, if you have any trouble with this, there is also a step-by-step guide in the latest announcement for the workshop. So the link is found there. It's also available in our Discord, but I do believe it's on Fandom. So you're going to want to have that ready if you need it, but follow along this video and you should be fine. If you have any questions, I'm in the Discord. Feel free to reach out to any of us, and please join the Discord. If you've purchased the game already and you're just excited and everything, please leave a review. The devs want to know everything that's going on with the game, especially if it's your opinion. So thank you very much. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.